So look, I'm not trying to pick on you specifically, Robin, because this is not something that you specifically did on your own. But I have to make a few comments about this. You see, every single year since I got into this Christian truthers conspiracy realm, going back to about 2016, every single year we've been told this. I was told this. In some years, I even actually believed it. On top of that, if you actually look at the context of the New Testament writings, you'll see that the first century Christians actually believed this too. They believed that Jesus was going to return in their time, and that's why they believed it was the end times. You shouldn't get married. There's no point in having relationships. All these things that Paul wrote, believing it was the end times already 2,000 years ago. On top of that, Christians love to use these like isms, like prepare your oil and lamps and prepare your garments and things like that. Of course, those are statements that are taken from parables that were told in the New Testament. But specifically the prepare your garments thing really is interesting to me, because the book of Revelation in the very last chapter actually tells you how you can prepare your garments and have them washed white and enter into the kingdom of heaven. And it says that you do that by keeping the commandments. Yes, literally the last chapter of the New Testament Bible, the current one, tells Christians straight up that if you want to eat from the tree of life, then you need to have kept the commandments, which is just super ironic, since 99% of Christians don't believe that we need to keep the commandments to be saved or go to heaven. But that aside, I mean, every single year, Christian conspiracy theorists find new reasons, new political and social reasons, and new geological events that are occurring worldwide to try and bolster this idea that it's the end times and Jesus is returning this year, for real this time. He's really coming now, because look, how can you not see all these signs? But as someone who has a lot of experience in this specific type of scenario and waiting for these type of scenarios to play out, and even I used to teach and preach about these scenarios and how we should be ready, I'm telling you that we will all be here in spring. I just wanted to make this quick video, not to point out that you specifically have been tricked or duped or anything like that, but just to point out yet again another example, which we get these year after year after year, just another example of how Christians will say crazy things like this as if it's potentially true or even definitely true, and it's just not going to happen. It's just never happens. In fact, if I remember, I will stitch or duet this video again in the spring. See you then.